let's drool on the coins we show them rule. Cool. Kids, let's go to that place we all know. Liberia? Evia? Let's go, cool kids. Let's have a look-see here what we got. Guys, as I talk to you right now, and we discuss this, it's important to note that silver has just shot up 3%, right back to where it was a few days ago. What goes up must come down. What goes down sometimes comes up. Na 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 na. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Cool kids, look what I got. It's a proof set and a cat and a proof set. This 1973 Liberia proof set was struck at the U.S. Mint. It features the new 42 millimeter Liberia $5 coin, which is the largest silver coin ever struck at the U.S. Mint. This set is packaged in flexible, clear plastic so that you can enjoy your coins. While minimizing the possibility of damage, this new material is strong and completely inert, which will help reduce the process of natural tarnishing. While it is primarily intended for safety during shipping, its physical characteristics make it an ideal package for permanent display. What'd we get, guys? What'd we do? Well, we got, according to these guys, the largest silver coin ever struck at the U.S. Mint. That's what we got. And it's about 1 troy ounce of silver. Yeah. But so hold on. This was struck at the U.S. Mint, huh? Let's see if there's a mint mark on it. I don't see a mint mark. No mint mark. Ooh. All right, so it must be the Philadelphia Mint. It's in one of these Franklin Mint looking deals here, but it doesn't say Franklin Mint. I assumed it was Franklin Mint. Huh. Yeah, because it looks like one of their packages has got the same. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess it's from the U.S. Mint. So there you go. It doesn't have the Franklin Mint mark. There's only 1 silver coin in the set. It's that big old elephant there. I got this for $28.37. Which is a fair bit above melt. It's about an ounce of silver. But, you know, it's a $4.50 cool factor, you know. I got all these sweet ladies with it, so. Let's see what the denominations are. $1, 25 centavos, 10 centavos. Look at here, we got a boat. We love boats. 5 centavos with a boat. 50 centavos with a reefer. And what are you? Oh, another boat. So, I mean, I don't know how you can go wrong with a boat. A boat or a moat? Get a tote. Let's get this stuff, because I'm the GOAT of getting silver that's remote. Ha! Come on now. Play with me. Play with me. Evie. I'm talking to you. I ain't talking to them cool kids. I'm talking to you. Now, guys, this is important. Silver shooting up. Tomorrow it might be shooting down. The point is, the markets are buck wild right now, okay? And what a good time. What a good time. But I want you to keep a couple things in mind, okay? Well, I turned this music down for a little time. Yeah, this is a little loud. Just a little loud there, guys. It was a little loud. So, check it out, guys. You know, I've been hearing a lot of talk. People be talking. That's what people do. They like to talk. I hear a lot of talk about gold. I hear a lot of talk about silver, platinum. Platinum's coming up, okay? Guys, you got to make your own determinations, okay? Don't let somebody make your decisions for you. They can provide you with information, but that decision is all you. So when you get whatever you get, whether it be good or bad, right? When someone who, you know, isn't giving you investment advice, right, tells you something, and they tell you, like, for example, me, I never give investment advice. If you hear something on my channel, it's not investment advice. It's one enthusiast talking to another, okay? That GSR, okay? That GSR, you look at it. Look at it versus historical averages. Look at it versus recent averages. And you tell me what you think you should be buying, okay? If you don't care about the GSR, I want you to look at all the metrics. There's so many things going buck wild right now, okay? There are a lot of indicators, guys. There's all kinds of record-breaking indications in the markets now, especially equity markets. We're reaching levels of debt never seen. We're reaching levels of cost per earnings and stuff that you rarely see. We're seeing levels of inflation that you rarely see. We're seeing some stuff you just don't see. Like, remember when fuel went negative a couple years ago? I mean, there are definite signs. And, you know, what do they mean? I'm not here to tell you that. I'm telling you that what they mean is that we are not in normal financial times. That's what they mean to me. I don't believe for 1 second that the markets now, right, in any way resemble the markets your grandparents looked at, okay? And, you know, you'd be like, well, all markets are different. No two markets are exactly... Oh, I get that. I do. I totally understand. But we're seeing things, anomalies and such, that just never happen. They are all first for a reason, okay? They're not... These aren't just, you know... Well, they might be blips. I can't tell you they're not blips. But I can tell you this. When it comes down, right... When it comes down, when it goes down, right now, I'm going to show you something real quick, what I'm talking about here. When it goes down, right, you're going to be able to take something like this, metal, and you're going to be able to do something with it, even if it's just a paperweight, to hold down this sweet mint set from Liberia. It's going to hold it down. The wind ain't blowing that away. Now with Big old chunky. This thing has to weigh like 5-6 ounces. Yeah, that big old chunky thing. You're not blowing it away, but I'm going to tell you what. I can melt that down and make bullets. Can't I? Huh? I can use this as, I don't know, a washer if I put a hole in it, can't I? Huh? A spacer on my door, on my window. Come to my window. Like that. Come on inside and get heavy metal in your face. Like that. That's something. That's worth something, right? But if I take a piece of paper or a piece of linen, well, it might be good for, a wash rag, wallpaper, good wallpaper. So I'm not even going to sit here and tell you that a dollar bill ain't worth nothing, okay? Because it is. It's toilet paper. It's, you want to wash it first, but yeah, you can use it for wallpaper. I'm saying, if it wasn't worth anything, it's worth at least that. Nice decorations. I think you could put it on a table like this and laminate it. That'd be really cool. So I think there's some value to it. Everybody says, well, the dollar ain't worth nothing if nobody accepts it. I don't agree with that. I believe coins and even paper notes have a value. It's an intrinsic value. Now, the linen notes, they're technically linen, don't have much intrinsic value, but there is value there. This stuff has intrinsic value. We can put this on the wall. We can use this to clean wounds or something. I don't know. There's intrinsic value there. But it doesn't have as much intrinsic value, okay, as this does. Okay. This has more intrinsic value than all of this. But right now, I can buy several of these for what this is valued at in nominal value, right? So the joke is on anyone, right? If you really believe that this is going to lose value, the joke is on anyone willing to sell this, right, for this. But you have to hold it. You have to hold it and wait for it. You have to have the strength in your hands to keep it, right? And not go down to the pawn shop or the local coin store or eBay and get rid of your whole position. Now, of course, you can sell and buy as you see fit. I'm not telling you what to do. What I am telling you is that if you believe that this stuff's going to become virtually worthless, because it's never going to be worthless, okay, this will always make a cool decoration. Okay, there's no world where this isn't a cool decoration. So it's worth whatever that's worth to you. Not much, but it's something. This will always be toilet paper. Really nice, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'd be very absorbent. It could be a napkin for wiping your lips after you eat, or your hands. Okay, I'm just saying, you could sew these together potentially and make a really crappy sheet. But I will tell you one thing, and this is the most important thing I'm going to tell you. Not investment advice, just reality. There's a lot less of this than there is digital dollars. Oh, you didn't know that, or you did. There's only two types of people. You either know that most dollars don't even have a linen note to back them. Now, I don't know the exact number, because it used to be 70% of dollars don't exist. They're purely digital. That number is antiquated. That number goes back to like 2010. That's when I learned that number. It was over 70% of dollars did not exist at all. They were purely figments of our imagination. Now, in 2020, I know for a fact they printed more dollars. Well, not printed. They created into the money supply more dollars. Because to say they were printed is to say they have bills. They don't. Than any year ever. And some estimates say all years ever. Or something, or maybe it was 40%. It was an enormous amount. It might have been 40% of all dollars ever created. How many of those were digital, and how many of those were actually printed? See the problem? So, when people say there's no intrinsic value to these paper notes, they're wrong. There is intrinsic value. Also, I noticed, and Tom's Coins, calling you out, I'm going to tag you. I don't know what all these, like everybody looks at these numbers on these bills. I don't know what, is that important? 666? Does that matter? Let me know in the comments, guys. I don't know nothing about these notes. Honestly, I don't want to get into it because it's just a lot of, maybe someone else will find it and think it's cool, but I don't know. People get into the numbers on these notes, and I don't know what that's about, and sometimes they're looking at the colors of this and that, and I get it. It's cool. You want to collect it. That's fine. It's just not something I've ever really bothered with. I've seen people pay big money for notes, though, like old notes, rare notes. So I get it. There's money to be made. I just don't think I'm going to find it in my wallet. Anyway, guys, have a great day. There's intrinsic value. There's collector's value. Yeah? To all this stuff, people are going to collect stuff. It's what humans do. We've been around for a good long while, and even if you go back to ancient Egypt, right? People were collecting stuff. They used to have scarab pendants and stuff like that they would put on the graves of their loved ones and such. Little idols and trinkets and jewelry. I mean, it just goes back to the very beginning of human nature. We collect stuff. And the stuff we collect tends to either hold some value if it's truly rare or lose all of its value because it really isn't. Look at Beanie Babies, right? But your job as a collector, right, is to find the stuff that you think is going to appreciate in value, whatever that value is, whether it be for barter, trade. And that's what's really alluring about precious metals, because precious metals cover the collector end, right? But they also collect the intrinsic value end. Silver is always useful. Brass is always useful. Copper is always useful. Lead is always useful. Gold and platinum, not so much, but I guess you could use them for jewelry. They're inert, so they're useful. I think gold's a decent conductor. Not as good as copper or silver, but it's not useless. None of them are useless. Even the linen bills are not useless. But a digital dollar is completely useless. And yet, people use them every day. Most people use mostly digital dollars. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it while we're watching the markets, and just have an amazing day, a resplendent day. Happy stacking. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake, and if you cannot find them, you can't blame me. I'm showing you stuff from Liberia, guys, even though it's from the U.S. Mint. And I want you to like, share, and subscribe to the video if you thought it was at all entertaining or fun or informative. Or if you hated it, tell me in the comments why I'm a goofball, okay? I don't mind being your goofball if it makes you happy. Peace out. We're going to add a little Tom's Coins shout out. Anybody else want a shout out, just tell me in the comments. I'll say your name. Say your name. I want you to be happy, my cool kids. Ciao.